second of 3 qualification heats here for Senior Max at Wackersdorf. Heat 2, Group B and C. The grid is as follows. The pole position, into a 5 of Charlie Turner. Behind them, it's Jersey Shrinkers racing machine at 365. And then Lewis Gilbert, who now also owns the Zero Bowling, starting on 4th, would be on row number 2. Julian Bertela and Zumba Kovac down at the top windows over Vincent France, Laurie Lepay, Kilda Olsen. Cesar Gazor and Wilhelm de Oliveira, who had a torrid time in qualifying. Gazor also had his difficulty from Sargent Buckingham alongside one Benjamin Driver, who had gone through points at the second round of the BNL Karting Series, and shows that he can fight his way through. Let's see if the youngster from Portugal in the 314 from KR Sport can do so. So, 10 minutes plus an additional lap on the clock. The red lights ignited on the starting gantry for Senior Max qualification heat number 2 under this fantastic Saturday afternoon sunshine with to turn 1, 2 and 3, and it's nearly side by side with the Brits, but already a great move there. Looks like that was Lewis Gilbert that went up the inside of Kyle Hunter, going through into turn 3, and there's more adjustment for position. He's on the back bumper of Max Kennedy. The lead is now being contested by a trio from the Brits. And that is Charlie Turner with Lewis Gilbert in second, Tommy Hunter in third. Gilbert, and goes up to the side of the start. Very much the case that the battle at the front of the field is going to start moving rather shortly, because Turner leads, Gilbert back in second. Has got Zomban Kovac for close company, and he overtakes the British. Lewis Gilbert. Great job from the youngster from Scotland, who I understand is waiting for his new ovals to arrive. So we've seen him with persistence. He's on the table bike, what means he's with Strawberry Racing. So Gilbert leading from Dan Holland Racing's Charlie Turner. And then in third place, it's Zomban Kovac on KR Sport. Then it's Kai Hunter. And just behind them is Rick Boothorn from the Netherlands. Laurie Lepay from Finland up into 6th. Ahead of Vincent France, Jerzy Spinkovits, Ilian Brunsils, Henri Jung, Cesar Gazot now up into 10th position. As Henri Jung drops behind the French driver and also Luna Blum, it looks like. Julian Vertela in 13th ahead of Matilda Olsson. So Olsson really having to watch what's happening, and but she's going to make up at least one, maybe even make it 2 positions. Oh no, has to fend off there and hold back and lift off the throttle and quickly jab the brakes. So she will be in around about, I think, 12th or 13th position. As already Kovac is past Turner. Hunter's embroiled in a battle with, and let's just see who that is. That looks to be Brunseels now. No, that's the 350 of Lori Lepi. So Lepi now up behind Kai Hunter. As Olson is going to go past, and she shoots past Cesar Gazot. And Henri Young tries to go past too, but just behind there is a 5-6 cart scrap. And at the back of that is Jordan Delishka. In the middle of that is Guilherme de Oliveira. You've also got the likes of Max Stemmerdink in the 357 also having to battle through the trenches. As there's been a change a little bit further up the order, 4th, 5th. So Rick Boothorn has just lost out to Lori Lepi from Finland for 5th position. So at the minute, well, Lina Blom has got a bit of distance between the 319 and also now the 301 of Matilda Olsson. So Lina Blom is going to have to keep the eyes peeled. And Olsson just did a 50.640, but the driver that set the fastest lap of the race thus far is the current leader, Lewis Gilbert, 50.179. I did see in practice yesterday, Guilherme de Oliveira was running in the high 48s. He did a 48.9 from memory, if memory serves me correctly, and that was just practice, but racing, completely a different proposition altogether. And there's a great little battle here that's just come through into my line of sight. And that is between Brunseels and then the 393 of Rick Boothorn. So Boothorn in 9th, Brunseels up to 8th. Olsson is trying to close down on Lina Blom for the last position in the top 10. Olsson finished 2nd in the first heat earlier on this afternoon. The gap between Gilbert and Kovac is just over 3.5 tenths. Turner keeping it quite consistent, has got Hunter behind for company in what is for 3rd position. And a little bit further back you've got the 350 of Lori Lepi, who's got Vincent France in the 346 just behind. That's a little bit further back, about 5 cart lengths to Jerzy Spinkovits. Then Ilian Brunseels, Rick Boothorn, Lina Blom, Matilda Olsson, Cesar Gazot, Henri Young, Una Oxalen, Guilherme de Oliveira now up into 15th. Having started stone dead last in 22nd position. We've got 3 minutes and 55 to go. And there's some great moves. So the amount of speed that these drivers are carrying through turns 1 and 2, they are not lifting off the throttle. And some drivers, if they're getting a double toe, then that's going to give them a great opportunity to go up the inside into turn number 3. As Hunter goes up the inside of Turner to take the position, so takes 3rd from Charlie Turner. So Turner keeping it very consistent, trying to enjoy the racing this weekend and doing a good job so far. But now with Hunter up ahead, Turner will have the advantage in getting that aerodynamic effect, the benefit of the toe. So Gilbert's lead over Zomba Kovac now extends to 0.7 of a second. It's a little bit further down the order. There are some great duels happening. So from 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th, they seem to be separating a little bit. Then looking back, you've got the 346 of Vincent France, who has now got past Lori Lepi. Jerzy Spinkovits has been closed in on by Ilian Brunseels, who wants to get into at least the top 6. Then it's Rick Boothorn, then it's Lina Blom, who has been reeled in by Matilda Olsson. And in the meantime, Cesar Gazot has been very comparative on lap times. Olsson did a 50.183. Gazot did a 50.188. And Olsson, well, there's been a change. Ilian Brunseels did have the fastest lap. It's now gone to Olsson, who has got past Lina Blom, now gets up into 10th position. So 2 minutes and 5 plus an additional lap to go. Lewis Gilbert from Strawberry Racing continues to lead the way. according to the, yeah, so in many respects he's going to have a lot. Now I've seen Lewis throughout this year and obviously the tail end of last year. He jumped into seniors and he's grown. I mean, he makes me look like Richard Hammond out of Top Gear, I will be honest. But he's a great kid and he's very, very quick, and he has pulled a gap now to nearly a second over Zsombor Kovács, who has got Kai Hunter closing down on the back bumper of the 372. Charlie Turner keeping it consistent as Hunter goes for second position through the inside of Kovács. Just literally does a very late braking manoeuvre into turn number 6 to take second position. He did start alongside Charlie Turner on the front row. And a little bit further back, just keeping an eye on what Ian Brunsils is up to. He's on the back bumper of Laurie Lepai. That is the battle for 6th position. The Belgian gets past the Finn and neatly takes the place. But Jerzy Sprinkovits is on the back bumper of the pair of them, goes up the inside of Lepai, through into turn number 12. So great spatial awareness there by those three drivers to have a great battle. And at the minute, I'm just keeping what's happening between Rick Boothorn and Matilda Olsson. Olsson's gone sub 50, a 49.988. And let's see if the move has happened. Yep, she's got past him through into turn 4. So at the minute, Gilbert, now what has happened to, now my question is, where is Kai Hunter? He's way back down the order. Now something's happened there. I didn't quite catch it as I was watching the really great overtake that Matilda Olsson did on Rick Boothorn to go into 9th. But Kai Hunter is not in second position. That's now in the hands of Charlie Turner. As Sprinkovits looks to be, well, Brunsils up into 5th, Kovács up into 2nd. Now, hang on. Who is in second place now? It's not Charlie Turner. Vincent France got past Charlie Turner. Turner was in second, but Kai Hunter is now down in 7th place. What has happened to the Brit? That's really, really weird what's happened right now. But that's still a top 8 finish on the cars for the Brit, as Lewis Gilbert has a lead and an advantage of 2.8 seconds. And it is the last lap. So what a way for Scotland's Lewis Gilbert to kickstart his weekend. Now, I've had a chat with him and his family. They weren't planning to get him here. He's come here and he started with a great win here at Wackersdorf. So Lewis Gilbert wins. Second is going to go to Vincent France. And the gap is 2.8 seconds between first and second position. Charlie Turner takes a top 3 finish in 3rd place. Zsombor Kovács and Ilian Brunsils round out the top 5. Fastest lap of the race was the driver in 9th position, and also the current points leader coming into this race weekend, Matilda Olsson. The first time we've seen in race trim. Now we've got dry conditions that a driver's gone sub 50, and it's Matilda Olsson on lap number 11 to go. But Lewis Gilbert wins by 2.878 seconds ahead of Vincent France. Charlie Turner in 3rd ahead of Zsombor Kovács. Ilian Brunsils rounding out the top 5. Jerzy Sprinkovits in 6th ahead of Kai Hunter. Laurie Lepai, Matilda Olsson and Luna Blom rounding out the top 10. César Gazeau starting on the back row ended up in 11th ahead of Rick Boothorn, with Guilherme de Oliveira, who actually started alongside the 303 from France, would finish in 13th place ahead of Una Oksanen, Max Stemmerdink, Jordan Dolishka, Julian Wörteler, Henri Jung, Titus Shanghai Schmidli, Kilian Kraft, Job Rapagnier, with Tim Holker ending the race on lap number 11.